Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, I want to do a video on this little transformer that I use on my bench. And it's easy to keep a small transformer right here on the bench for testing your engines or your motors or your light bulbs or your accessories. Anything that runs on track power can be tested right here on the bench without having to make a repair and then take the engine over to the track and test it. You can test it right here on the bench. So I've got this 490. This is actually a 400 motor stuck in this 490 body. And when these motors arrive, I stick them in whatever body I have until I do usually a conversion. They usually wind up in a Commodore Vanderbilt or some other metal engine. Always a good upgrade to go from a plastic body to a metal one. Anyway, so that's what I do with these double reduction motors, is I usually drop them into a conversion of some kind, usually a wind-up, and in most cases it's a Commodore Vanderbilt. Anyway, this little transformer gives you the opportunity of testing these things right here on the bench. So if you have to make a change or an adjustment, or testing brushes, or if you're testing light bulbs, whatever, you can do it right here on the bench without having to move anything. And so you just apply power directly to the motor, and you can run these things for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, make sure they're running well. And then of course just take them then, once you know that they're running well, and you can put them on the bench. So this is how I do it basically. Just set them on their side and let them run, and see if any problems develop. But again, it's just a really simple way to test these motors, is to have a little dedicated transformer right here on your bench. And like I said, if you make an adjustment or a change or any repair, you can test it here on the bench while you're here with your tools, rather than having to stop, pick up the motor, take it over to the track and test it there. So this came in a box of parts that I bought. So I never really actually bought this. It was just something that came in a box of stuff. And I didn't have any really use for it. It's only 25 watts, so it's a really small transformer. But it's perfect for this application where you're just testing a motor to see if it will run. You've got plenty of power. 25 watts is more than enough to test virtually any Marx motor. So it's really simple to use. I just wrap the cord around it, keep it under the bench when I'm not using it. But it's always right here. This is my go-to transformer for testing anything on the bench. Like I said, you can use it for testing light bulbs. You can use it for testing anything that runs on track power. It's a really simple way to do that. And what I did, I just went out to the hardware store and I bought some thin zip cord. This is just lamp cord. Really thin. It's actually glorified speaker wire, basically. And I bought 3 feet of it and attached 2 ends to the terminals, and then I just put 2 alligator clips on the end. And it comes in really handy using this, because you can just clip it on the motor, turn it on, let it run, see how it runs. But you can also, like I said, test light bulbs. You can test anything that takes track power. It only takes a minute to do this. Comes in really handy. So this is here every single day. This is the transformer I use for all the testing. So I just wanted to do a quick video. Small 25 watt transformer, more than enough to test a Marx motor. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.